Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do Kuta Software Algebra 1 Solving Proportions. The best way to solve proportions is by cross multiplication. You can multiply either direction first. Let's try number 1. 8 times n is 8n equals 10 times 10 is 100. Solving for n, you do the opposite operation of multiplication, so this is division, and the 8's cancel, so n equals, we have to reduce 100 over 8, they're both divisible by 4, reducing, you would get 25 over 2. Let's try number 3, cross multiply again. So either direction, I'd like to use the direction that involves the variable. So 6x equals, multiply 9 and 10, that's 90. Divide by 6. You may use a calculator if you wish. So x equals 15. Number 5. I'm going to choose to go this direction because it involves the variable. So 4 times x is 4x equals 8 times 3 is 24. Dividing by 4, cancel, so x equals 6. Now number 7 is a little bit more involved. I'm going to choose this way again because it involves a variable. If you have more than one term, you distribute. So 9 times b is 9b, or I will write it out first. So 9 times b minus 1 equals 6 times 7 is 42. Distributing, you would have 9b minus 9 equals 42. Solving for b, you add 9. So opposites cancel. I'm going to continue over here. 9b equals 51. And lastly, to solve for b, you divide by 9. So b equals 51 over 9 does not simplify. So we'll leave it as 51 over 9. Or you can use a calculator to get a decimal. In number 9, we will cross multiply again this direction because that involved a variable. So 6 times 7n plus 9 equals 5 times 9, that's 45. We have to distribute, and distribute means to multiply. 6 times 7n is 42n plus 6 times 9 is 54. Equals 45. Solving, you would want to subtract the 54 because that is opposite operation. So opposites would cancel. 42n equals negative 9. So you could use a calculator if you want. 45 minus 54. Dividing by 42 to solve for n. The 42's cancel. So n equals, that should be a 42 here. Both 9 and 42 are both divisible by 3. So I'm going to divide by 3 to get negative 3. And dividing by 3, I would have 14. So let's go to the next page and do some that are a little bit more involved. Let's try number 11. Cross multiplying, I'm going to go this direction. So I would have 7 times b minus 10 equals 9 times b. Now we have variables on both sides of the equation. Distributing your 7, you have 7b minus 70 equals 9b. Your goal is to get your variables on the same side and isolate it. So I'm going to subtract 7b so that b's are alone on the right side. It is now gone from here. I still have negative 70. Don't forget that negative belongs to the 70. Equals 9b minus 7b is 2b. Solving for b, you divide by 2. The 2's cancel, so b equals negative 35. Let's try number 13. You can go either direction. I'm going to choose this direction, and if there is more than one term, you distribute. So 7 times n plus 2 equals, multiply 4 and n, you get 4n. Distribute your 7. So I have 7n plus 14 equals 4n. Once again, you want your n's on the same side and isolate it. So I would subtract the 7n so that it is alone on the right side. Cancel these. 14 equals negative 3n. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. Dividing by negative 3. I would have n equals, 14 and 3 don't reduce, so I'm going to leave it as negative 14 thirds, or you can use a calculator to get a decimal. Number 15, let's go this direction and parentheses so we can distribute the 10. X minus 3 equals 9 times x. Distribute your 10. So 10x minus 10 times 3 is 30 equals 9x. I want to isolate the x's, so I am going to move the 10 using opposite operation to the right side so that x's are gone from the left and they're all on the right. This negative belongs to 30, so it's still there. And 9 minus 10 is negative 1x. Solving for x, divide by negative 1 so that x equals positive 30, because a negative divided by a negative is positive. Let's try number 17. Again, it doesn't matter which direction. Let's go this way. 8 times p minus 7 equals, go this way and parenthesis, 9 times p plus 10. This time we have to distribute both ways. So 8p minus 56 equals 9p plus 90. So you'd want to gather up your p's on one side and your constants on the other. I'm going to choose to subtract 8p, and you could have chosen to subtract 9p. It doesn't matter. So 8p is gone from over here. And since I am collecting p's on the right side, I'm going to subtract the 90 to remove it. So subtract the 90, and so 90 is gone. All that is left on the right side, 9p minus 8p is just p, or 1p. And negative 56 minus 90 got even more negative, so you would add the 56 and the 90, and it is still negative. So you've solved for p. Lastly, let's do number 19. Cross multiply, so 2 times n plus 8 equals, cross multiply, 7 times n minus 5. Distribute the 2, so 2n plus 16 equals, distribute the 7, 7n minus 35. Let's get the n's together. You can choose to subtract 7n or subtract 2n. I choose to subtract 2n, so n's are gone from here. Since I'm collecting n's on the right side, I might as well move the 35 using opposite operation. So I'm going to add 35. So 35s are opposite operation, they're gone there. Equal signs should always line up. 7n minus 2n is 5n. Add 16 and 35, that would be 51. Divide by 5. So n equals 51 over 5, or you can use a calculator to get a decimal. Thank you for watching my video. If you would like to watch another video with a different math topic, please leave a comment.